Good morning, good evening, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you might be doing. We wish to welcome you to the Silverlight Show. The Silverlight shines to illuminate that which lies hidden in darkness. For those of you tuning in today, we welcome you in. I'm trying this from my phone because, apparently my headset wasn't capturing good enough sound. It does no good for me to research and record when my message isn't getting out to you. And what better backdrop than two of my books available on Amazon. I'll try to put a link in the description, but my phone's a little finicky. Anyways, I'm taking a little step off the paranormal path for just one day because I'm really ticked off with somebody. Here's this story. When we were young, say between 20 and 30 years old, we were almost inseparable. And then between 30 and 40, life happened. And I know she got divorced around the pandemic. And her kid went off and she's enjoying a bit of freedom. She's worked hard. But for the past 4 years, she's been ghosting me. Whenever I call, she doesn't have time. One of our friends came across from Britain. She saw him the night before he had set up to see my best friend. I have 3 best friends. It's complicated. But one of my best friends and myself. She even told the friend from overseas she would be there to see us. No show. We all called her. Standing up, even the guy that flew across the Atlantic, that's saying something. I haven't really been bothered with her since then, but it was irking me. So I turned to the ultimate social media tool, and I posted a status on Facebook. It was very general. It's just about somebody never returning your calls and stuff like that. And you get the usual comments of they don't return your calls, don't have anything to do with them. But this person liked the status. As a matter of fact, they put a happy face on it. I got a call from a couple of people saying, oh, they're bad friends, they didn't do whatever they did. And I'm like, no, that's totally not about you. One of my friends, her husband died this year. It was expected, but, it's still devastating. She's got total carte blanche with me. It's the, 24 years of not returning a call, even though you promised. That's where I draw the line. So yesterday, this friend likes the status, smiley faces it. And then today, I suddenly get a panicky message from them. Oh, hey, Silverlight. I was in your area a few weeks ago, and I couldn't remember your number. I didn't have it with me. So I'd like to get together, catch up, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, in my head, I said, you absolute liar. What I texted back was a text or message. It doesn't matter. It still got to her. I texted back. That doesn't make sense because you sent your brand new cell phone number to me on text to my phone, which I updated because I guess sometimes I'm stupid. Plus, we're friends on Facebook Messenger. There's so many ways you can contact me. Oh, well, I don't have very much data. All this, and I'm like, any coffee shop, any mall has free Wi-Fi for you to use. Even if it's just to say, call me back or whatever you're going to do. And this person's realizing, well, do you want me to not bother you again? And I said, that's your choice. Look at it this way. It's all these things that you've done. So what would you do? And you know what happened? They ghosted me. I couldn't write this in a book like this. Nobody would believe me. So anyway, if somebody really wants to keep in touch with you, they'll make an effort. It took me 30 years, but I managed to get a hold of a friend from high school, and this wasn't through stalking. This was just randomly one day poking some names into Google, and oh, that's the person. And got in touch with them. They were happy to hear from me, blah, blah. We talk on occasion because I'd heard some horrifying facts about this other person. And it turned out she was actually doing okay, but still had an interesting enough life. The ghoster didn't even offer that excuse, which I would have found believable. Over the past couple of years, I've had to keep myself isolated, search my soul, stuff like that. And I would have said, they're at least making steps towards improving themselves, and I probably would have been more forgiving. But I know she's been in this town many times over the past 4 years. Once the pandemic lifts, she's out and about. And like her divorce is long enough ago, she's over it. It's no longer a factor. Depending on what she responds with, again, I'm making it her problem. That is one of my coping mechanisms. I make it the other person's problem because I know I did everything possible to contact her for many years. And she's not interested in talking? That's fine with me. I've given the decision to her. I'll be very fascinated to find out what happens over the next 24 hours. Until then, we must hope that the fates will take us where we wish. We make so many decisions in our daily lives. I try to keep in contact with my friends. We all have different schedules. We all live in different places. But a phone call here and there, I find, is usually appreciated. And she didn't have time for that for decades. That says everything you want. When she was married, I can understand some husbands don't want their wives to talk to other guys. It's not right. I can't confirm whether that was his idea or not. So let me just shelve that as a possible reason. But still, she has so many ways and so many reasons to contact me. She could have done it. I don't think I can reveal much about her workplace. Well, assuming I still know what it is. But it's high demanding, but you still have time for yourself because they realize how demanding it is. If I'm sounding a little off, it's either because my sound is working or because I'm feeling a little off. I'm not locking myself in the closet saying, I hate everybody, leave me alone. But it just disturbs me that somebody I've known so long can just grow so cold. And it's not just with me. My best friend, is experiencing the same thing. And he's relaxed and just allowed those emotions and feelings just to fall away. And I was doing that, and then I decided, vent my feelings. Like I said, I got a call from this poor woman that has nothing to do with the situation. She felt guilty. I feel a bit guilty that I didn't say, not you, in the actual comment, because I know what she's going through. She's normally a wonderful person. Everybody else knows it's not directed at them. The person that's annoyed me, I guess they woke themselves up. They put a like on it, went to sleep, woke up and said, oh my gosh, could that be about me? And then tries this sniveling way to try to get back in my good graces. Oh, I was there, but I couldn't contact you. Yes, you could have contacted me. It's 2024. Give me a break. The only way that you can't contact somebody is if you've blocked them. And that's what she's done. But anyways, if this works, I'll definitely get back to broadcasting a little bit with some more interesting topics. I feel very upset that what I uploaded and what I worked on is all basically lost to time. I got a few episodes that I may be able to make up with, but if I can't control the volume on my uploads, and YouTube actually does switch the volume up and down. So I'm hoping by using another device, I can fix this problem. We're not going to have fancy backgrounds and stuff like that for a bit, but for those of you who've been with me long enough, you remember this is kind of how we used to do things. With that, we hope you enjoyed this episode, as unenjoyable as it was for me. If you did, please like, share, because sharing is caring. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to click the icon down below so that way you'll be notified every time that we have a new episode, which I'll eventually get back to being, dropped at noon every single day. And we hope you have a fantastic day.